Boxing Truth here, back with another video. Alright, let's talk about the pay-per-view card tomorrow on Showtime pay-per-view. Which Charlo brother is going to take an L tomorrow? Is that really a question? I mean, is PBC going to allow a Charlo brother to lose tomorrow night? The goal here is to perhaps enhance the marketability of these two guys. These two Charlo twins. They have been waiting for this moment for a very long time. Are they pretenders? Are they real? The record, the resume suggests perhaps they're somewhere in between. Maybe they're just overhyped PBC hype jobs. Maybe one of them is going to need the politics of boxing to protect their record for tomorrow. But is the Charlo brother really going to take an L tomorrow night? That's the question. But I honestly do not see a major threat to a Charlo brother tasting defeat tomorrow night. If I had to bet on a Charlo brother losing, it would have to be Jermell losing to Rosario. Now, I think Jermell is in danger of losing any legitimate fight he has at 154. To me, Jermell's a pretender. Definitely just a project that Golden Boy started, and PBC has taken over the reins for quite some time since the split with Golden Boy. But if I had to choose a Charlo brother to lose, it has to be Jermell. Rosario, he's big, strong, 54-pounder. He's got some counter-punching skills, big and physical. I would say he's the most physical big guy Jermell has fought in his career. It's probably the most physical guy that he's fought. Perhaps maybe the biggest puncher he's fought. He hasn't really fought no murderous punchers. I mean, what would you describe as his biggest win? I mean, what's Jermell Charlo's biggest win? Martirosyan? That's not much to brag about, especially these days. That's actually one of Andre's biggest wins. but Canelo's ducking these two, or both Charlo twins and Andre. I mean, that statement is just funny, man. That's Canelo haters for you. But if I had to choose, it's definitely Jermell to lose tomorrow night. But Rosario has to knock out Jermell to win the fight. He's the B-side, even though he's the unified champion. But there's still a lot of question marks about Rosario. I mean, to me, he beat a pretender in J-Rock Williams. I mean, J-Rock becoming a unified champion was a fluke. That shit was not supposed to happen. That was just a joke the boxing guys were playing on J-Rock to make him feel the one night of glory somehow, some way, and then he loses to a cherry-picked opponent in his next fight. And that was Rosario. Rosario's a decent fighter. I mean, he's not bad, but he's beatable. I mean, if you can't beat Nathaniel Glattimore, I mean, how good are you? So the 54-pound weight class is definitely wide open. A lot of good fighters, but no elite fighters. There's no standout, dominant fighter. I hope Brian Castano will get a chance to prove that he's the best at 54, but, the process is very slow so far. But yeah, I think Jamal is a legitimate champion in middleweight division. I think he's more real of the two. Very possible he's also a pretender because he's shown some vulnerability in, well, in the one fight he had with Korobov. His resume has been thin at middleweight, so this is his first serious test here. This is his first serious test. But he's fighting a guy Jamal is the better fighter of the two brothers. And now he finally gets his chance to prove that he's legitimate, that he's for real, that he's perhaps a threat. Not just a threat to Golovkin, but perhaps even a threat to Canelo. But he's got to prove it with a statement-making performance tomorrow against Derevchenko. That's going to be the question. Can he pull it off? Can he get in a decisive win against a legitimate top contender in Sergey Derevchenko? Unfortunately for Derevchenko, I see him losing another close decision tomorrow night. He's going to have to knock out Jamal to win the fight, just like he had to knock out Golovkin to win that fight, just like he had to knock out Danny Jacobs to win that fight. Some people felt he beat Golovkin. I didn't think he did. I felt he beat Jacobs, didn't get the decision. One judge agreed. It was a split decision. And he's up against it as a B-side. Once again, he's fighting a A-side American fighter again on his home soil. And if he doesn't knock him out, he's not going to get a decision. But let's see if Jamal can wow us. Can he make a statement? You know, can he make a statement? Can he surpass the performance that Golovkin put up, that Danny Jacobs put up? Can he get a decisive win over Derevchenko? That's the question heading into tomorrow's doubleheader. Jermell, I think he's capable of getting beat by any top junior middleweight. So if you had to bet on which Charlo brother is going to lose, put your money on Rosario to win by KO, because that's the only way he's going to win. He's not going to get a decision. And Derevchenko, he's not going to get a decision against Jermall Charlo unless he dominates 10-2, 11-1. That's not going to happen. And I don't believe he has the power to get the knockout. And that's what's going to take in order to get this victory and become a middleweight champion. It's his third crack, maybe the third time's a charm, but you know, the safe bet is Charlo just to win, straight up. Most likely it will be a decision, but hey, maybe Jamal could surprise us, maybe even wow us and get a decisive win, maybe even win by knockout. We'll see. We'll find out some answers about these Charlo brothers. We're gonna find out if Jamal is the real deal. You know, does he have any potential of beating Canelo? I need to see him. I need to see how he deals with Derevchenko. If he doesn't wow me, if he doesn't impress me, you know, if he struggles, if he doesn't have a statement type of performance against Derevchenko, then he ain't gonna beat Canelo. He might not even beat Golovkin, an old aging ass Golovkin. Well, you know, Jamal needs a big win tomorrow night to really get momentum to push into his career, because he's definitely, I mean, he was offered the fight already. They turned it down against Canelo. But, you know, it's a fight that could definitely happen. And it'll be a potential big fight if Charlo wins impressively against Derevchenko tomorrow. But I believe both Charlo brothers will win tomorrow. But if I had to pick one to lose, it would definitely be Jermell. This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.